Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Rowan Shaban and I'm excited to share this professional development presentation about the 8 standards for mathematical practice. We'll be focusing on students in grades 4 to 6 within the math domain of operations and algebraic thinking. These practices help students think, reason, and communicate effectively in math, and they support deeper learning across subjects. This practice encourages students to understand the problem before rushing to solve it. For example, they might reword the question, make a plan, and keep trying even if they get stuck. In this image, a student is using a strategy to break down a word problem step by step. Students learn to think about numbers in different ways. They may take a real-world situation and translate it into a math equation, or go backward from a number to understand what it represents. This helps with algebraic thinking. The image shows students comparing different ways to write and think about the same number. This practice builds math communication. Students explain their thinking and listen to others. They ask questions like, does that make sense? Or can you explain your idea? In the picture, students are having a math talk about different solutions. Students use math to solve real-world problems, like using graphs, charts, or equations to represent what's happening. In the illustration, a student is solving a pizza sharing problem by drawing a model. Students choose the best tools for their math work, like a number line, calculator, or base 10 blocks. They think about when and why to use each tool. This picture shows a student deciding between a ruler and a digital measuring tool. This is about being careful with words, symbols, and calculations. Students try to be exact and clear. The image shows a student double-checking their answer and labeling their units. Students notice patterns and structure in math problems, such as properties of operations. They might realize they can group numbers in a certain way to make solving easier. In this image, a student is recognizing the descriptive property in a multiplication problem. This practice helps students notice repetition and generalize strategies. For example, they might realize that multiplying by 10 always moves the digits one place to the left. The illustration shows students spotting a pattern in the number sequence. Kahoot is a fun competitive quiz tool. It can be used in math lessons to review vocabulary or solve operations problems quickly. During illustrations, it keeps students engaged and gives teachers instant feedback on student understanding. Desmos is a free interactive math platform. Students can use it to explore patterns, graph equations, and build algebraic thinking. During practice, they can visualize math concepts and model problems. Flip. Let students record video responses. They can explain their math thinking and respond to others. This supports mathematical reasoning and communication. Teachers can use Flip during instruction or as a reflection after an assessment. Here are 5 helpful tips for teachers. Use a real-world problem math real-world math problems, encourage student-led math discussions, use math journals to explain thinking, differentiate use visuals, manipulatives, and tools. Lastly, ask open-ended questions to promote deeper reasoning. These strategies support students in engaging with the practices daily. Here are 2 ways these math practices help in other subjects. In science, students model data from experiments using graphs. In writing, students explain the steps of a math solution clearly and with correct vocabulary. These connections build critical thinking and problem solving across all subjects. Thank you for watching. These are the resources I used to create this presentation. I hope this gives you new ideas for helping students think and reason deeply in math. Please feel free to reach out if you have questions or want to collaborate.